is at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. And off we go from Denver. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. The give is to McLaughlin. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. On the handoff, McLaughlin. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
A first carry now. This is Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 28 yards. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. 2nd and 10. Play action now. Prescott. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. And the blitz was on there, able to get in the backfield from the linebacker spot and get him 2 points.
Brandon, we know a defensive coordinator right now who's looking for a raise. He had that dialed in perfectly, didn't he? The perfect blitz at the perfect time, 2 points for his team.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw is Nix. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll air this one out for Mims. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Marvin Mims, 63 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Pushing his way through. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Takes it to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The rookie from Oregon on target with that one. It leads to a 1st down. $15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. As they've got it as we resume action. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Williams diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
To kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Prescott to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Prescott off play action.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over,
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Prescott. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
And the Cowboy 1st down.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
that flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Yeah, there we go.
Throwing, Prescott.
Finding Tolbert here over the middle.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Yeah, there we go. Right there.
Prescott yet again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now Prescott.
To the right side and intercepted.
Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To throw is Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Rico Dowdle
From 21 yards away.
And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Aubrey Good with a PAT.
And the lead now down to 20.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Inside the 20.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Now he'll give it up on the reverse. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing after the interception. Nix. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Go street. Go.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Hey, Smash.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. Shoves him aside. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
19 tight. Let's go now.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that's going to be incomplete.
A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
And while we weren't quite there yet, you had to start to wonder if there's going to be any life left in this team. And that big return, that could be the exact spark to get them right back into this game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half, too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit, get in their grill, and then send them back out.
Now Dak, he wants to change the play.
Prescott now. And he fires one incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On play action, Prescott. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they... Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the gun, it's a run for Williams.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Now they'll change things up.
37-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
That went out wide and intercepted. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. The return man, Wilson. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Running free at the 45. Off to the races. Brandon Cooks.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks, 92 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion no good.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Steps away to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On third down, here's Williams. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
The tackle made by Malik Hooker. A 2-yard gain.
Here we go with Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And they'll try to run the option here.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited till the 4th quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Cowboys are right back in this football game.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's Prescott. Flushed out right.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
They'll try to run a reverse here. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
They'll start the drive here with an end around. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Here's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
3rd and 3.
33-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw.
That is caught.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Back to throw.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
A run. It's Mims with it. And they're going to have a first down here. So not huge yardage on the reverse, but enough to get a fresh set of downs.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
They'll look to throw.
He'll drop this down to Williams.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day.